Hello, everyone. Welcome back to English Podcast 2.0, the podcast where we help you take your English skills to the next level. I'm Emma, your host for today's episode. Have you ever felt frustrated because you can understand English when you listen to it, but when it's your turn to speak, you just freeze? Don't worry, you're not alone. Many English learners face this challenge, and that's exactly what we'll be talking about today. In this episode, we'll dive into 1. Why it's so hard to speak confidently even if you understand English. 2. Practical tips to break this barrier and start speaking fluently. 3. And finally, how to practice effectively, even if you don't have anyone to talk to. So grab your notebook and let's get started. Let's start by understanding the root of the problem. Why do you find it easy to understand English but struggle to speak it? The answer lies in these key reasons. 1. Fear of making mistakes. Many learners are afraid of sounding silly or using the wrong words, so they stay quiet. 2. Lack of practice. You've probably spent more time listening and reading English than actually speaking it. 3. Overthinking. Grammar. Some people try to make every sentence perfect, which slows them down. 4th, no speaking environment. If you don't have English-speaking friends or live in an English-speaking country, it's harder to practice. Do any of these sound familiar? Don't worry, this is normal, and you can overcome it with the right approach. Now, let's talk about solutions. Here are my top tips to help you start speaking confidently. 1. Start small. Begin with simple sentences or phrases. Instead of worrying about grammar, focus on communication. For example, instead of saying, I have been learning English for 3 years, just say, I'm learning English. 2. Think in English. Stop translating in your head. Practice thinking in English even when you're alone. For example, describe what you're doing. I'm making tea. It smells good. 3. Talk to yourself. This might feel strange, but it works. Practice speaking out loud when you're alone. For example, today is sunny. I will go for a walk. 4. Learn phrases, not just words. Memorize useful phrases instead of single words. For example, instead of learning book, learn can I borrow a book? 5. Shadowing technique. Listen to native speakers and repeat what they say, word for word. You can pause the audio, mimic their pronunciation, and practice their tone. 6. Find a language partner. Join online platforms like Tandem or HelloTalk to connect with people who want to practice English. 7. Record yourself. Record your voice while speaking English, then listen to it. This helps you notice your mistakes and improve. 8. Be consistent. Speak English every day, even for just 5 to 10 minutes. Consistency is more important than long sessions. 9. Accept mistakes. Mistakes are part of learning. Think of them as stepping stones to improvement. 10. Set realistic goals. Don't aim to sound perfect. Aim to communicate. For example, set a goal like, I will order food in English this week. Now, let's discuss what you can do if you don't have anyone to practice with. 1. Listen and repeat. Watch videos or listen to podcasts and repeat what you hear. Copy the accent, intonation, and rhythm. 2. Use AI apps. Apps like ChatGPT can simulate conversations with you. It's a great way to practice without feeling shy. 3. Describe your day. Every night, take 5 minutes to talk about your day in English. For example, today I went to work. I met my friend. We had coffee together. 4. Watch TV shows with subtitles. Pick shows with simple dialogues. Listen to the sentences and repeat them. 5. Read aloud. Choose an article or book and read it out loud. This improves your confidence and pronunciation. Before we end, I want to leave you with this. Speaking English confidently is not about being perfect, it's about being brave. Start small, practice daily, and don't let fear hold you back. Remember, every native speaker was once a beginner. The more you practice, the more fluent you'll become. Thank you for listening to this episode of English Podcast 2.0. If you found it helpful, please like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to leave a comment. What's your biggest challenge with speaking English? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Until next time, keep practicing and stay confident. You've got this.